You guys. All right, welcome. We're so excited that you're here. We have an exciting presentation tonight. My name's Wandishin, and I'm really excited to share about this awesome product that has made a huge difference for me. They're called the Body Balancing Drops. I was introduced to them. I saw a post in May of 2024, and I had every single one of these symptoms with the exception of adult acne. I have had that before in my adult life, but I didn't have it in May of 2024. And but I had every single one of these symptoms and I was very defeated. I'm 54 years old and I was doing everything. I was eating healthy. I was moving my body. I was drinking water. I was doing everything. Even my doctor didn't understand why I couldn't release weight. To tell you a little bit about myself, I'm not making any medical claims, but I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's 16 years ago. I'm menopausal. I've had some other autoimmune um, things that I've been diagnosed with. And so I've had a lot of struggles with my health over the last 20 years. I was pre-diabetic prior to starting on the drops. Within 3 months of being on the drops, I was no longer pre-diabetic. And which is amazing because I have been trying for several years to bring that A1C down into the normal range, and nothing I was doing was working until the drops. So what are the drops? So first of all, they're from a company called partner.co. We're actually in over 50 countries. And sorry, we go. We're in over 50 countries, and it's incredible because I've never seen a wellness movement like this. I heard today that we are poised for to be over $400 million company, and we just got started like 2.5 years ago. So we're in massive momentum as a company within the US, in Canada, and frankly, all over the world. So it's very, very exciting. So we have a lot of different products. The drops are our viral product. Okay, they're the product that stops the scroll on social media. But we have a lot of products, and when you are looking at representing a company, if you're here to kind of check out a little bit more about Partner Co, more about the drops, what I want you to understand is that when you're representing a product and you're selling a product, you want to sell something that is consumable and used daily. Why? Because when people run out and they love it, they're gonna need more. And so we have so many products. So we've got things that balance the hormones, like the drops. We have things that increase energy. We have a brand new collagen product that's actually better than collagen. We have things for gut health, reducing inflammation, clean energy, stress support. Each one of these categories that you see listed here on the screen is a multi-billion-dollar industry by itself. So we are truly in the mega trends of what is happening in our culture around the world. These products are in high demand. And I've used really high-end products for years, whether it be from other companies, whether it be from holistic practitioners, and I have never used products like this before, so it really is exciting. So this is Dr. Ray Strand. He is one of my favorites. And why is he one of my favorites? He is our chief medical officer. He got his MD from the University of Colorado. He is 80 years old this year. He still mucks out the stalls for the horses on his horse farm every single day, which I think is fantastic. He still rides horses, so does his wife, but he lives in South Dakota. He's really passionate and always has been about drinking water, eating clean food, moving your body, that's essential to have wellness and to have longevity. And so he partnered with our company because it aligned with his philosophy. You can look him up on Amazon or And check out his books. They're absolutely incredible. He is brilliant. But we have so many different clinical studies that have been done, and our products are tested and proven. And he's just, I love him because, he loves the drops. And the reason he loves the drops is because he calls it our liquid discipline. He loves the drops because, you can release twice as much weight than diet alone with the drops. They're clinically proven, doctor recommended. They're all natural, safe, effective. They're stimulant free and hormone free. And that's really important when you're looking at how to, kind of get your body into that momentum of, getting healthier and being able to move it. I was in a really hard space with my health, when I was introduced to the drops. And so this has made just a huge difference. So for what the drops do, they're going to balance the foundational hormones of the body. What are those? That's your thyroid, cortisol, insulin, leptin, and your ghrelin. Those are your foundational hormones when you look up like the hierarchy of hormones within the body. And so what happens is, so for me, for example, that's why when I started on the drops, had already been eating really clean. I had already been moving my body, drinking my water, but I added the drops in, and it immediately addressed that, to bring that insulin level, to bring that into balance, which is why the next time I had my labs done within 3 months of being on the drops, my blood sugar was finally stabilized. So the drops are going to help balance those foundational hormones. There are some people who are able to get off of their bioidentical HRTs, and which is fantastic, but everyone's body is different. In everyone's body, it takes a different amount of time. One of the things we do recommend is to commit to being on the drops for a minimum of 90 to 120 days. And the reason is that these are not magic. These are homeopathic body balancing drops in the United States. Everywhere else in the world, they are an herbal blend. Okay. So they're not magic, but what they do, they do target these foundational hormones to get them back into balance. It's going to help increase your energy, help curb your appetite, increases your metabolism, which is really important for a lot of us. My mood completely changed when I started on the drops, and it is a noticeable difference when I take them. It's helped support my thyroid and so many other things. Like the food noise is gone. So I used to always be thinking about like what I was going to eat next, and that's not happened for me. My cravings are really healthy now. So what we recommend when you're using the drops, we recommend that you take your liquid discipline, the drops, before your 3 biggest meals. We recommend eating vegetables, lean meats. Fruits are low glycemic index fruits, and healthy fats. That's the key. Drinking your water, moving your body, telling yourself this is going to work. And it is absolutely incredible. So I'm going to share, I'm going to have my friend Charman, I'm going to have her share with us a little bit of her journey. Charman, are you there?
I am.
Okay, hold on just a second. I'm going to pull up your pictures. So you can go ahead so Charman, why don't you tell us
Okay.
just a bit about yourself and about are you able to see that? Your picture?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'd love for you to share like about the drops, what the drops have done for you, and how.
Okay. So a little bit about me. I'm 67 years young. My husband retired last April, so we actually are traveling and living in our motorhome. Currently, we're up in Illinois, outside of Quincy, Illinois, and we are so fortunate to be able to travel and see family. Um, we are up here for the summer. We have our little grandbabies, 3 and 1 years old. So this has been a real blessing. I have family in St. Louis, dad in Southern Illinois. So this is my why. This is my passion. This is why health and wellness are so important to me. So, like many people, I saw a post. My dear friend Janine, I probably watched her for a couple months before I really, and I commented on her posts. I engaged, and then and I hope I can get through this without either coughing or crying. So, um, she reached out to me and gave me a phone call, and she said I had been on her heart, and she wanted to share what was going on with these drops because I had been watching her and commenting. Well, Janine and I have been with a prior company together, and I was with that company for 23 years. I was at one of the top levels for 13 of those years, and I left in 2017. So when I saw her posting, I'm like, oh wow, this is different. I want to know what's going on. So um, my first question to her, and I don't know how many of you can relate to this, is uh, okay, tell me about these drops. Do they work for your sex hormones? I mean, that was like, at 67, intimacy is still very important. And I had been on the pellets, bioidentical creams, the whole shebang. And I'm sorry, but that wasn't working for multiple different reasons. So my reach out to her wasn't quote about the weight loss. I hover about 110, so weight loss wasn't my issue, but I was very interested in what these drops could do from a holistic standpoint. And I think she had me at they were the holistic, the sublingual, I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
this is why I need to know more. So, and what I've noticed, not only the intimacy part, but the inflammation, as you see, yeah. And look at the inches I've lost. I maybe lost a couple pounds, but I'm still hovering, at that 110, which I'm fine with, and so it was just amazing. I didn't realize how much inflammation I really had in my body, and
Mhm.
losing the inches. And when your husband notices, like, oh, that back fat's kind of dissipating, I'm like, yeah, it is. Isn't this great? So I am forever grateful. Not only did she share these drops with me, but she gave me, oh, how can I put it into words? It was my life back. I'm so much happier. I have so much energy, which I did, but I have more. And it's so hard to put into words how good I feel. And,
Mhm.
for that, I'm forever grateful. But she also inspired me to be that person I knew I could be, that I had been. And how many people I had helped again, get out of my own way, so yeah, she just brought the joy back into my life, and I'm forever ever grateful. And I am just so happy. And I keep on saying grateful, but we really are. So I have been in this health and wellness realm for decades, because of my own health issues back in 2000. So I began to look at more of a holistic approach. I'm like, let me get to the root cause of why XYZ is happening to me. And that's a whole nother testimony. But so I was finding holistic solutions for myself. I was being self educated. I helped facilitate, we did women's hormone balancing. I facilitated 30 days of healthy living programs. It was just a passion, but I was self taught. So I kind of felt like I was being Charlie Brown, though, wah, 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 and I wanted to have an education to go back to, so I knew what I was talking about. And people, look at the certification. So I went back to school and I studied holistic nutrition. And then after that, I went through another program and studied gut health. So the gut health, the anatomy, physiology, the whole thing, from the thought process all the way to the elimination process. It's just so fascinating. Actually, I've done it twice, did the updated course. So, um, I've never changed or charged for any services for my certification because I'm a firm believer what I give, I will get back tenfold. And my passion, it just kind of ignited, the passion for me to be able to help other people on their health journey, whatever that looks like. Like you mentioned, every body is different, and there's not, um, I guess, a one size fits all. But what I have found with this company, these drops can help everybody wherever they are on their journey, because it helps balance the body to work optimally so we can have those healthy, healthy longevity in our life. So, I really found a company and the tools that are going to support what I firmly believe, you know, for people to be able to be the healthiest that they can be. So, I want to be present in my family's life. I want to be the grandma that runs and plays and has a good time. My little 3-year-old granddaughter, she's like, Grams, why are you always dancing? I go, Heather, because I can. So that's my why. And that is the biggest joy and fulfills my life, is to be able to serve other people through my experiences and what I've learned. And I'm just so grateful um, for this team, for Janine, for you. I mean, jumping on that call with you and Janine, you really um, helped me find my way again. And I'm forever, ever grateful.
Wow, I'm so proud of you, and I'm just so excited for you and the all the people that you're helping with the drops and all the products here, and just how much it's helped you as well. It's just really it's fantastic. So I'm so proud of you, Charmin. So thanks for sharing.
Thank you. Every product that I've tried has just been
I know.
right. Yeah, they're awesome.
And
And the
we're picky.
philosophy,
We're picky.
very picky, very, very picky.
Yes, we have high standards. So the next person that I would love to share is my friend Jane. Jane Graves, are you there? Are you available?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Okay. I would love for you to share. I put your picture up. Can you see it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my hair down. I've been up since 7:30 this morning. We're farmers, so been out in the field and that and literally have my hair up. So kind of excuse what I look like, but I literally had to tell them I got to go because I had a call to get on. So they're still out working and I'm here, but I wouldn't change it. I have been in since I don't even know, March or April, I think, Ann.
Yeah,
And once
I think
again,
the end of March, I think.
think so,
Maybe.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
one of these, I don't keep track like that. Because I've
Mhm.
been in networking another company for like 18 years or 20. I don't know, it's somewhere in there, but I was very dedicated to it. And I met a lot of people from it, and I had a lot of good customers in that, but nothing seemed to kind of work out. I am from a small town in Southern Illinois, and that's funny, Charmin. You are probably 2 hours from me, probably right now. I'm just south of you, in Alma, Illinois. But once again, I saw a post. I thought Janine had lost her mind. So I watched her for a long time. And finally, because Janine's and me, we've been close for years too. I finally called her and said, "What are you doing?" I knew she wouldn't do anything that was not the right thing to do. And I knew she was picky and I knew all that stuff. So I just called her up and said, "What are you doing?" After I watched her for a while. And she told me, and I'm like, the more she told me, I looked into a few things, but I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't have to look into a lot because I already knew Janine had.
Mhm.
And she's that particular and good at what she does. So I jumped in and I didn't want to post because that's not what I wanted to do. But I went in and I done everything Janine told me to do. If Janine told me to throw something across the room, I threw it across the room. But she didn't tell me that. But everything she told me, I done. And guess what? Janine was right. First of all, the drops did work. Um, I'm not little like Charmin, sorry. I wish I was, but I haven't been. And the most weight, I don't care if I done the healthy living like she talked about. I've done Weight Watchers, I've done different things. 13 was about my maximum I could always lose. And it took me forever to do that. When I started on these drops, it's like they was total changing that my appetite was not like it was. I'm telling you, I'm a Midwest girl, farmer's wife, and I like to cook and I like to eat. And it took my appetite down to where it should be. I didn't crave the stuff. I mean, I love French fries, not gonna lie to you. That was one of my favorite foods, but I don't crave them anymore. And that I would have never believed that if you didn't tell me that,
Mhm.
or if it wasn't proven. But I'm up to 25 pounds now, which isn't tons, but it's more than I've ever lost in my life. And you can see my face. I've always had a really full face through here. And I would have never pulled my hair back ever, because when you pull your hair back and you have a big face, what do? All you see is face. But now it doesn't bother me to pull my hair back. And the biggest thing, I think the thing that attracted me most when Janine was posting, I caught a post that talked about A1C. Well, I have diabetic issues, and that really caught my attention. And when I called her, she explained the stuff to me and that, and I thought, it's not going to help. I mean, I've been on medicine for years. Nothing helps. So, but when I started, I just happened to be going to the doctor and I got a full blood test, and my A1C, I'm embarrassed to tell you, even on medicine, I was 7.9, which isn't good. Um, and 5 months on these drops, I was down to 6.1. Now that
Wow.
might not
That's
be a big
no,
thing to
that's a
you, but
really big deal.
that's a big jump. And like I said, the inflammation, and I've noticed lately, I was telling a few of you guys today, but I've been married 37 years and my rings have always fit. I've never had them resized ever. And I'm going to have to go get them resized because they just come off. They just sit and twirl, and I'm scared to death I'm going to lose my wedding ring. And I don't want to do that. But who would have thought after 37 years, I don't want a new one, but I don't want to lose this one. So I'm going to have it resized. And I have never had that before.
That's incredible.
So I'm telling you, it's been a life changer for me.
Mm.
I've always been a worker, so I worked in my other networking also, but this is different. The drops
Mhm.
are different. The business is different. And I
Yeah.
have never had anybody come to me like they do now. I don't have to beg anybody to try anything. They come to me
Yeah.
and they usually buy it and they
Yeah.
use it, and they do good. If they use it, they will usually do good.
Yeah. And
So
I always call Jane the drop queen, um, because she's driving the combine and she's selling drops. So you guys,
yes.
what I love is that this is a business for for anyone who's interested in taking a look at this as a business. We let you get in where you fit in, and we help support you at whatever level you're interested in. And I'm so proud of you, Jane, and I'm so proud of you because I know that, sometimes anyway, I mean, I could go on and on, but I'm really proud of you and just how you have been so committed to following the system that we have, but also just being committed to doing more for yourself so that you have your health. And it really is like, to me, like, you look younger. When I saw you like a month ago, you looked younger than when I saw you this summer, like, you're looking younger, you're looking more youthful, and that's incredible because as time's passing, we're all aging. So I'm really
Yeah,
proud of you.
59 years old. And this sounds crazy, but I don't know if you guys have or was like this. Do you just feel like you need a nap, and stuff? And yes, I'll admit on Sundays, I still like my Sunday nap, but I don't have to sit down, and if I sit in a chair, I don't fall asleep.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
that's
like a
why,
big,
yeah, that's a big
yes.
deal. It was a big deal for me too. I had more energy
Mhm.
and focus
Yep.
and all the things. So
Yep.
thank you, Jane. I'm so proud of
No
you.
problem.
She's just doing awesome, you guys. So I'm going to show you, I'm just going to show you a couple more pictures and then we're going to go finish our presentation. But while we're here, this is me. The picture on the left is me when, on Mother's Day in 2024, the day after my oldest graduated from college. And honestly, I was in a lot of pain. You probably can see that. The picture on the right is about a month ago. And so I'm down 22 pounds, several inches. I have more energy, focus, all the things that I've already shared. I'm going to touch on a couple of things because I do think that Charman and Jane both are benefiting from this product as well. And that is our Everglow. It is a new product that is our collagen. I used it here. This is a 6 week period of time. I got to start using it early. So it was like the end of July to the beginning of September. It's July 24th to September 9th. And you can see a difference. I have the same makeup on. I didn't change my makeup. That's the difference with this product. I'm going to show you this other picture. This is our friend Marla. I think she might be on the call. Marla, this is like Marla and I both. I mean, Marla was, I didn't take pictures of my legs. I don't know why, but Marla works out. She's taking the drops. She's taking the Everglow. She's taking the Advantage. She started on the drops in August. And like this is incredible, you guys. So we don't make any claims here, but I do love these pictures because the pictures show you what's happening. And so, you know, again, it's very exciting. Okay, so Jane, can you tell me if you see this? Do you see the slideshow again? Okay, great. Perfect. All right. So I'm just going to keep going with this. Thank you, ladies. I'm so excited. So I'm going to share just a few more testimonials and wrap it up for you guys. And if people have questions, please stay on or put the questions in the chat. So this is Kristen White. She is a CrossFit gym owner and a CrossFit competitor in Jackson, Tennessee. The picture on the left is what she looked like after she had her child. She couldn't release the weight even though she was working out. She's always worked out. She started on the drops and was able to get back to what she always looked like. She just turned 40. She's actually even in better shape now, but she stays on the drops not because she needs to lose weight, but she stays on the drops because of her mood and just how she feels better. That's what happens for a lot of people who continue to take the drops. They love how they feel. Like I love how I feel when I take the drops. I'm happier, I have more mental clarity, more focus. This is Ursula, mom of 6. She was busy. She wanted to release that belly weight and she started making money as she sat on the sidelines of the ball field. So the drops are for men and women. This is Alan. He's released a significant amount of weight. He's kept that weight off. We are not a diet culture here. We are a wellness company, a wellness business, and we're focused on helping people get healthier and in a holistic way. So this is Misty. Again, look at this difference in her and the pictures of her midsection, but also look at her face. Look at the difference in her, like under her eyes and the glow of her skin. It's significant. Now, I always tell a joke that the picture on the left, I would have been completely fine with that if that was my body. But this gal wanted to do a fitness competition, and I love that she chose the drops because if you know anyone who's ever done a fitness competition, a lot of times they achieve the picture on the right in an unhealthy way. She chose the drops. She chose doing it in a healthy manner and won and looks fantastic. So this is Dr. Crystal Vance. She has released over 160 pounds. She was diagnosed with autoimmune conditions at a very young age, on and off of steroids her whole life. And so her body would just like balloon up and she just really struggled with her weight. And she's a chiropractor by trade. At her heaviest, she was about 300 pounds or almost 300 pounds. And she has released over 160 pounds. She's actually in even better shape now than the picture on the right. She's very fit, very toned. She has never had a skin surgery, you guys, which I think is absolutely mind blowing with releasing that much weight. because she takes a product that we have called Vanali, and that product helps to like tighten things up. The Everglow would also be a great product if you have a significant amount of weight to release. I love how the drops are for people like of all ages, but also people who need to release all different amounts of weight. So you have different options here. You can get started and or reorder your drops if you've been using them and get with your brand partner and buy them retail, and it's $167 in the US. You can do that. You also can do a subscribe and save and get them directly from the company. It's about the same price because we do give our customers a discount. We buy them in bulk and then we're able to give our customers a discount. The next option that I recommend is to like open up your virtual franchise like I did, your global virtual franchise. It's $29.95 in the United States, and you get a replicated website, an awesome back office. There's an app, there's all these marketing tools, and we train you. And it is absolutely incredible. If you are interested in doing that and you want to get your products, this is the package we recommend for someone who wants basically the membership, they want a discount. We recommend the 4-pack. It's $371. So you can buy that and you can have your 4 months, because remember how I recommended that you use them for up, at least 90 to 120 days. You'd have all your drops ready for that. You can do that. You also could sell all 4 of them for at $167. You're going to collect $668. You pay back that investment at $371, and you'd profit $297. The other option that you have is you could sell 3 of them and you get yours for free. So that's another option with that package. But what a lot of us do, what Charman and Jane and I have done, is we have turned our social media into an opportunity to share about wellness, to share about this homeopathic, holistic option to help people get healthier. And we've created an income through that. So have all these other people here. We use something that's very plug and play. It's an app called Boards. You can have it on your phone and you can have it on your computer. My friend, just a few slides back in the black bikini, Ashley, she helped develop this. It is turnkey. You do not have to be a digital creator or an influencer. It is completely a plug and play system and is fantastic. When I started last summer, I got started with a 10-pack because we only had a 10-pack and a 4-pack. And so what I did is I started with a 10-pack. I sold them at $167. I sold, 10 boxes, and then I gathered $1,670, paid back my investment of $880, and I profited $790, which is awesome. But now we have a 30-pack, and I love this option because of several reasons. One, the return on investment is fantastic. It's $24.99 for 30 boxes. When you sell all of them for $167 each, you're going to collect $5,010. You pay back that investment of $24.99, and your profit's going to be $2,500. But the other benefit with this is, and we're really passionate here about helping you get in where you fit in. It's very important. But we do want to always make sure we communicate when you get started with this company, you have an opportunity. If you want to create an additional income stream, you have an opportunity to establish your business level within the first 4 weeks of joining the company. Okay. So when you do that, we want to get you to this thing called top pay, because once you establish that, you have it for life. And so what it does is it pays 30% upfront income for life. And that, I've never seen that before. It's absolutely incredible. And so the 30-pack puts you at that level the first day. Like I said, when I started, the 10-pack was the only thing available. So I ordered 10-pack, 10-pack, 10-pack. Like I Ordered a 10 pack, it was sold out, right away. Ordered another 10 pack, sold out. Another 10 pack. So everyone's journey is different. We want to meet you with where you are, but we are super passionate about having you partner with us. I actually would love for Jane, if you would unmute, I'd love for you to share, Jane, because I know it's because Jane's not on the combine. I can ask her. Okay, Jane, when you started, did you start with a 30 pack?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us, just share with us what happened. You started with a 30 pack. Janine and I trained you on how to use the boards, right? And you started posting within
Mhm.
24 hours, right?
Mhm.
What happened, Jane?
I called Janine and you and told you both I was so overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do, even though you just trained me, because I had so many people wanting them. Literally, I don't even think I got my I have my little printer for the pirate ship stuff. I don't even think I had got that in yet. And I had sold enough drops that I was just overwhelmed. So I had to call them back and I told them I was basically totally overwhelmed. Now what do I do? Well, they told me you just deliver them, Jane. And then I don't even want to say how many 30 packs I've probably sold.
A
I
lot.
don't.
That's
Mhm.
why I call her the drop queen. So
Now,
so what happened is you guys, before they even got to her door, right,
mhm.
Jane?
Yes, yes.
She sold out of the 30 pack before they even got to her.
Almost. But
Almost.
I
Okay.
had sold several and I didn't even have them to deliver yet.
Right. Right.
So I was overwhelmed. What in the world do I do now? And then, like I said, everybody just hit me like it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I've never had people come to me. That's the most unbelievable part.
Right. So what we want you to understand is that our job, regardless of where you start, our job is to train you so
Mhm.
that you can, by the time that whether it's the 4 pack, the 10 pack, the 30 pack gets to your door, we want that investment. We want that money in your Venmo so that that investment is paid off. And then that way the rest is profit. So that's what we're really passionate about here. We're really passionate about helping people get healthier holistically, and we're really passionate about helping people create an additional income stream if that's what they're interested in. So thank you, Jane. Thanks. I know I put you on the spot. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We want to partner with you. So come with us. Follow your tug if it is tugging you to come with us. And we're super excited. And I hope you guys have a great night.